So I'm back from having dinner. First, let's go ahead and talk about chapter 4. Personally, a lot of people say there's a lot of talk about it. And now I don't want to talk about it too much because the fact is, like, I have been talking about a lot for chapter 4. Um, the first thing people I got from Twitter was someone said, "You're insane. Like, how is chapter 4 gonna happen?" I don't want to say that that person's correct, but I do want to say something. Everyone says something, but I don't think it's 100% a factor that chapter 3, season 5 will happen. Um, the thing is, and most considerably about chapter 4 is, like, it's very, 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 very hard to say it at this point. Now, you guys probably don't know that. And you probably heard. Now, I gotta say this something once. There's one particular YouTuber that probably knows everything. Probably. Now, you probably heard of him a couple times, but he said he is planning to do a video later in the season talking about chapter 4. But I am going to keep this clear that I will say this once, that chapter 4 is 100% happening. And here's the thing. It's just that people don't realize or don't follow leakers or just don't really care too much because of number one, it just, like, doesn't seem necessary. I'm trying to get my nose all clogged up because for some reason every time I want to breathe in, it's always getting clogged up. Because for some, I don't know why, but I don't have a stuffy nose, but it's just getting clogged up every time. Now there are two potentially things. Now, if you're gonna watch my recent video, I'm gonna upload today. One is the herald. Now, believe it or not, the word herald represents a messenger. Now, that's what it stands for. Then, of course, we have another hint for the upcoming map. Is this these selectable styles, right? First, you got the word Celestia, and you got Celestia right here, and you got Celestia such right. Now you guys are probably wondering, this doesn't mean anything. It just means like, oh, this means that, this means this means, like, it doesn't mean anything. However, it does mean anything. It does mean something. And I want to make it clear. I don't have my phone with me. But the word Celestia, well, the word itself actually means something to do with the sky. Well, I wish I had my phone with me. But it actually means the word something to do with the sky. And what also is part of the sky, and that also is a reference of the sky, is the Artemis map. I mean, not the Artemis map, the Assyrian map. Sorry, I meant the Assyrian map. If you guys don't know, the Assyrian map, her lore is very interesting. She was being pursued by the Greek god Zeus, but managed to escape. And then right after she became an island, and then right after that, her sister, had two twins. And those two twins are Artemis and Apollo. And if you didn't know, we think that what I think it's going to happen is that the map is probably going to be merging soon. And what I mean by merging is it's what I mean by merging is that it will kind of merge into the one island that we've been waiting for a long time, and that is the Hysteria map. Now I want to state is that 100%. This is 100%. I am going to believe in my. You can, if you doubt me, that's fine. But I am going to say this once. The Hysteria map / Chapter 4 will definitely happen. And another thing is also another thing related to the sky is a black hole. If you guys remember back in Chapter 1, Season X, that was our first time going into the black hole. Now we were in space also, kind of like in space, but more or less in space, like more or less we're in a space of nothing, right? You know, the empty void, right? Now another thing is, could we see the return of the meteor from Chapter 1? Possibly, yes, maybe. So maybe another meteor that will kind of crash land into 0 point and basically cause the 0 point to explode and basically resetting the island or something like that, and having the two islands merge into one island, and that island will merge into the Hysteria map. And maybe maybe this new island will have, or this meteor or whatsoever. Maybe. We'll see. I'm not saying it's 100% true, but as you guys know, everything can subject change. Another thing is a lot of people have been asking, or you guys probably heard about the 20 point. I keep saying 11 because that's chapter. The 23 point. The 23 update that's supposed to happen in December, and supposedly there are supposed to be 3 days of downtime. 2 days of downtime. And another thing is to point out is we're still in the middle, like we haven't decided, Epic is doing Chapter 4. However, I think that Chapter 4 will happen because they do have a map created. It's just that the main reason why a lot of people are not convinced that Chapter 4 is because we haven't had like any leaks or information for the Chapter 4 map. If you remember, both Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 were both leaked a while ago. And, well, they both got leaked a while ago, and they didn't really I know they both the Chapter 2 map was leaked a while ago, and that was our first time getting a leak of a map. And then we got Chapter 3. Chapter 3 that also got leaked a while ago. But it was not the full Chapter 3. It was there were some pieces that were missing. It was it didn't really feel like the Chapter 3 map. It more felt like the Chapter 4 map, but maybe the Chapter 3 map. Also, another thing to take note is about the there's some leaked information about the chapter about Chapter 4. Supposedly some leaks that for Chapter 4. First, foremost, there was a leaked what's it called? there's a leaked I can't say it. A picture of a blurry picture. Now, some people thought that that was supposed to be chapter 4, that was supposed to be a leak for chapter 4 or the live event or such forth. However, when I looked a little bit closer, I noticed that the map itself was not actually chapter 4. I mean, it wasn't the live event. I think it was just a render, or someone may have created to basically think that chapter 4 that was supposed to be chapter like the live event. Now we have seen this in the past. If you guys remember, back in chapter 2 with the whole cube, like people thought there was gonna be the cubes and such forth. You know, with all the with the not the cube, the nuclear power plant was gonna explode and such forth, and then all of a sudden it was a fake leak, and it was from an channel 4 or such forth, iChan, and it didn't happen. So yeah, just be extra careful as to what you see, because sometimes the leaks, some of these leaks look legit, but they're not. They're just like people just like put a render in there and see like what it looks like. Same with the one of the other leaks with there's a volcano, and then there was like a weird demigod, like a volcano demigod, and there's Jones in the background, and like Jones like looking up and such forth. There's kind of green and such forth, right? You guys probably saw it before, but if you saw it, like just let you guys know, those type of things you always catch around. You just think that there are chapter 4, but just know they're not real. They're just like fake. They're just like we're way far away. We're way far away. And another thing is also about another thing is about the other ship. Supposedly there was another, leaked video, not a video, but a leaked picture, another leaked picture. Sorry, I meant not video, I meant pictures. There was a picture of the supposedly there was a leaked picture of the mothership, and then there was like some other ship that was floating around. Like people thought it was the color team leadership. Personally, I did so. The mothership, it kind of looks a little confusing, and then someone did another picture of about like another picture where they blur out the guy with in the background, looking like it was a fake leak. So such forth. Personally, when you look at those pictures, don't whatever you do not follow them whatsoever. They may show you something entirely. They may hint at something, but I don't think they're just a bunch of fakers. They're not real. If you guys don't want to talk about, there's like a mothership, then there was some I think it looked like chapter 2 for some reason, or like the background of it, and then there was like a weird like other thing. So let you guys know it's kind of fake. I'm pretty sure it's fake. It's just like not everything you see is real. Okay. I mentioned this before in the Marvel comic books, where not everything is going to be true. So anything can happen, but those pictures itself are 100% fake. Okay. Number one, they don't tell us anything. Number two, they just look like garbage. Someone just pasted this on, pasted that on, and pasted this on. Like they probably just took a picture, and they just photoshopped like everything, because it looks so it looks literally photoshopped. Because I can tell, but And same with the Cuddle Team Leader ship. I think that's a star. I think that's the I don't think that's the Cuddle Team Leader ship. I think that's the blimp that's flying around. And they probably took that picture, cut off the blimp's half, and then just flip it out, and then just put helicopters such forth. So That's 100% just gonna say this once. Not everything is real. That's just fake. Now I don't know what time is it right now. It's 7:14. Okay, keep that in mind. But let you guys know, not everything in those pictures are 100% legit. Alright, I hope you guys do enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if new, and I will catch you all later. So, I think there's like at least 5 hints or 4 hints. First, Crave 2.0, the Herald, who is kind of somewhat maybe part of the last rally, the Allure Cosmetics, and then of course what's also and of course the Celestia word. That word itself is something to do with the sky itself. So and also the air balloons that are around the map. I mean, yeah, it literally talks about the sky itself. It's like, oh man, like it's big hints. I hope you guys do enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if new, and I will catch you all later in my item shop. Alright, goodbye.